Welcome back to the Boy Time channel. Today, Marvin Gaye, I Want You.
Me?
Yes, because you picked it.
I did pick this. Yeah, I picked this about 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
before we did our top albums of the year. So I don't remember why I picked it. I think it was just I needed, for some reason, I think I forgot, and I need to make a list of things that I want to bring to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
um, because I listened to this like very heavily in August and September, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of on a Marvin Gaye kick around then, so I was listening to like this album and Let's Get It On, What's Going On, and I also listened to Midnight Love, which is I believe his last album before he was murdered. So I kind of got like a full spread
Okay.
of of what his career was like post doo-wop days.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like very interested in bringing this to the channel since we did What's Going On. That was like our first music video was doing the Rolling Stone thing, and that was of course the number one album on that list. I think retrospectively, I think I would also have that as number one,
Mm-hmm.
because the more I listen to it, the more I realize how perfect the thing is. It's insane. But we also did Let's Get It On. That was like our third
Yeah, that
video.
was an early one.
It was like really, really early. So I guess it's only right that we do another Marvin Gaye album. So I did I Want You, because it's the follow up to Let's Get It On, but it's also like kind of a famous album, or at least the album cover is.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it referenced a lot. Wasn't it like the inspiration for Jid's most recent album? Is that right?
Yeah, I think I don't know if this is the original painting, but there's an original painting, and then Marvin Gaye took this for this, and then
Yeah.
there's been a whole bunch. Lil B used this cover as well,
Oh,
and then
wow.
Jid used it like as inspiration. It's a lot more loose,
Sure.
but yeah, it's a very iconic image. Sinners as well, I think, took a lot of
Yes.
inspiration
Yeah.
from this.
I think I think that's correct. I think I remember you talking about that when we did our feature on it on our
Mm-hmm.
podcast. I mean, I think that, I mean, I doubt this is the original painting because it says featuring Marvin Gaye with his new hit "I Want You," and also has like also featuring "After the Dance" on the banners in the background. So I don't know. I would be interested to know like the backstory of the painting
Mm-hmm.
and what exactly it looks like, and maybe I should have done that before, but whatever. We're here now.
Oh well,
We're here to talk about the music.
exactly.
So I guess we'll start with is there I don't know if there's really any background that we need. It's Marvin Gaye. I feel like if you know the Marvin Gaye story, uh you're probably watching this video. I doubt I figure most people know what's going on with Marvin Gaye,
Mm-hmm.
right? I
No
don't need
pun
to
intended.
explain this.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Um, so yeah, as a follow-up to Let's Get It On, still kind of playing with the same kind of themes,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, kind of still going on with this like kind of sexual expression that he was kind of on in the mid 70s. And it does kind of continue up until his career ended. So it's an interesting kind of thing where what's going on is very like politically and like faith oriented, and then it just like a complete pivot
Mm-hmm.
in his career. But I guess we'll get started with top tracks. That's usually what we start with. What did you think? What are your favorites?
Um. Well, obviously, "I Want You" is the best song on this album, which is a
Sure.
positive and a negative to it, I think.
Yeah.
But that song is fantastic. Like everything about it is just perfect. It's another perfect Marvin Gaye song to put on top of all the other ones that we've heard already, just across the two
Yes.
albums I've heard at least. But yeah, fantastic. The beat on that is incredible. It's so good they used it like 4 times on the album.
Yeah, it did.
But the mixing and everything is fantastic. Like there's such an energy across the album with the kind of mixing that it has. Like it's not like it's expansive, but it's very condensed in the kind of Beatles style where it's like mostly in the left ear and then you have like sound effects and things in the right ear,
Oh,
which is just
yeah.
really, really cool. But yeah, I Want You was a perfect track. Like that was my top one.
Yes.
I love I Want to Be Where You Are, which is weird because
Mm,
it's a minute and 20 song, but like the way the
yeah.
album flows, it kind of just pops up. I'm like, damn, that was fantastic. And then we move
Mhm.
right on. But yeah, this album's got a lot more funk in it, but that song is just like straight
Yes.
soul. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's incredible.
Mm,
And then I think All the Way Around, speaking of the funk with a
yeah.
saxophone, like that's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like at that point in the album, I'm getting to like there's an intro jam. Where are we gonna go next? And then that hits you, and I'm like, ooh, this is a perfect way to start like the second half of the record.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so those are my top ones. Those are the ones that I'm just like, damn, those are so good. I think honorable mention to
Yeah.
After the Dance because I think that's also a great closer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I would agree. I think number 1 is I Want You. I'm gonna have number 2 as All the Way Around.
okay,
Just like the opening of that track is like great, where
hmm,
there's like this like intro riff, and then it's just like duh, 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 and then it goes "Love if you wanna get it," and it just has like this great energy that
hmm,
goes throughout the entire track. It's really really great, especially as a, like you said, as a transition from I Want You intro jam 1
one,
into All the Way Around, is really G dang fantastic. But I'm gonna have my number 3 be Soon I'll Be Loving You Again.
okay,
That one, um, I don't know, there's just like something, there's like a breakdown about halfway through the song that's just like phenomenal. Um, and then it transitions very nicely into I Want You Intro Jam Part 2,
two,
or 2, the
yeah,
second one. And that is like maybe, I don't know if it's necessarily a critique of the album or if it's a side effect of creating one of the best like soul songs ever, where
yeah,
it's like, man, the song is so good we need to have it on the album 3 times. um but I think like it does serve a really interesting purpose, and that like they're really great transitions into like the songs that follow it,
hmm,
where intro jam 1 works really well into All the Way Around, and then intro jam 2 works really nice before After the Dance. So I don't know. I don't know if I would get rid of them necessarily. The one that kind of feels unnecessary is the After the Dance instrumental, is
hmm,
track 3.
yeah,
As we're kind of moving into like least favorite tracks. Um, it feels a little bit weird for this to be on like the main album. Like I had to check. I'm like, is this something that like, sometimes only the deluxe version is on Spotify or something, and
hmm.
they just like, man, is this really what it was? And it's like, no, that's the actual track list. There is a instrumental for the final song on track 3. Um, I will say, like, it's arranged differently. There's like a different kind of melody going on with like the weird like water drop synth
Hmm.
that's like doing the
Yeah, it's
melody.
so strange to come out as track 3.
Yeah, it's a weird addition, but also it doesn't like necessarily kill the momentum or anything,
Hmm,
or kill the pacing. I feel like it does kind of work. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I would have this on the regular album,
hmm.
but what do I know? But is there anything for you, any least favorite tracks?
It's just literally all the things that you mentioned, both the intro jams and the instrumental. Like,
Yeah.
I understand what they were going for, but like, I don't know. It feels jumbled in that way. Like, it doesn't necessarily kill the momentum, but it's also a strange choice at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we need a 4.5 minute instrumental after we've had two fantastic tracks. Like, I feel like
That's
it would
true.
go flow so much better if after the dance instrumental was just like even like 3/4 of the way down or something. I think as you're going through the album, like it's smooth in the way that like tracks will just start and you're immediately in the groove of them, but it's also weirdly laid out where it's like I don't need two intro jam twos, and if you're gonna do it, I
Yeah.
would love for it to fit into like the actual beginning of a song and then transition that into the new groove that you're doing.
Yes.
So I felt like they wanted to play with this like I want you concept as the entire album, but like it's not as smooth as I would like it to be. It is
Yeah.
76, like psychedelic stuff is like pretty prime. I feel like stuff would have been incorporated a little bit better in that way. It feels kind of like shoehorned in, where it's like, okay, I want this like reminiscent drum beat of the first track to like kind of remind them what's going on, but
Yeah.
it gets kind of clunky. I think too, it makes things kind of sound samey towards the back of the record because you're like, wait a minute,
Mm.
I've kind of heard this before. Because the first couple of times I listened,
Yeah.
I didn't look at the track list. I'm like, is it over? Or we're still going, and then it happens again, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's
Yeah.
just it's a strange choice, but at the same time, it's not the biggest vibe killer in the world, so I don't really know.
No.
It's a negative, but it's not like a big negative. It's more of like a minor annoyance because I get to hear an incredible groove that I already
Yeah.
heard, so it's not like it's like, oh, I have to skip this. It's 20 seconds long, so it's whatever. But
Right. Well, except for Intro Jam 2, which is a minute and a half.
yes.
Which I will say, like, I agree with what you're saying. It would have been really great if it transitioned into the next track.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I think they both end with like a fade out,
Yeah.
which they should not do that. Especially the 20-minute one. It's like there's a fade in and a fade out, and there's only like 10 seconds
Hmm.
of non-fading music. Um, so that feels like a weird decision. But yeah, I don't know. It's odd, but Coke will make you do weird things.
I
So I don't
suppose,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was the 70s, so
Hmm.
everybody.
What a time. I was there.
Yeah, I know. It's just a blast. Well, what is it? Hot takes that are next? Do you have any
Best
hot
moment, and then we'll do hot
best
takes.
moment?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Best moment?
I think just the I Want You opener is like the best, one of the best starts you can have to an album. I think,
Mm,
again, it's the day where you go into a record store, you pick up a record, you put it on your player, and it needs to punch you in the face right away, and it really does. Like, it's just like, here you go, here's what I'm bringing, and it's incredible.
yeah.
But I think just the mixing and recording across the album is also just a huge highlight. Like it's the same way across all of his records that I've heard, but like the like energy and just like emotion through just the mixing and recording of things is really, really, really great. Like it
Yeah.
with the album cover in conjunction with that, it's like you can feel just like energy and craziness and like all of this just like tight, sweaty, kind of insane atmosphere that he's trying to make on some of these tracks. And then when it slows down too, like you get that kind of spacey vibe that he's kind of going for as well. So I just think it's really, really, really well recorded and mixed as well.
Yeah.
And it translates well to headphones in the modern era, which not all of these always do. So
True.
some things will end up sounding flat, but this sounds incredible. So I don't know. I think those are my best moments. You can't get over that intro. Like it's the
No.
star of the show.
Yeah, yeah. It was tricky for me, like thinking of a best moment. I think I would get even more hyper specific when we're talking about like I Want You. It's just the piano. It's
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
fantastic. And like just how punchy it is. And like you're saying, like with the mastering of it, where it kicks you in the face. The
Hmm.
first like you press play and it's dun it's just like right in your face. And it's just really, really great. It has a really fun groove to it. Um, but like I remember when I was like listening to this album like every single day, it was like really hard to stop listening to it
Hmm.
because I would have it like on the repeat. So it would be like After the Dance and I'm like, "Oh, I love After the Dance. It's a great song." And then it leads into I Want You and it's like, "Well, I'm not going to turn it off
Right.
now. I can't turn it off now. I have to listen to I Want You." And then you get sucked in because Come Live With Me Angel is also another really good
Hmm.
song. So I just kept getting roped in. But that's definitely not a bad thing. This album is very highly replayable,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very, very good thing. So
Real.
that's the best moment for me. But now we're on to hot takes. What do you think, huh?
Um, I do want to mention the Kendrick sample of "I Want You"
Oh,
because that
yeah, yeah.
also is incredible. Like
Yes.
he knew what he was doing with that with the piano. Like that's an intention getter after being gone for like 5 years or whatever that was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's incredible. Hot takes. Okay. I don't like moaning in my music, and there's too much of it on this album,
There is a lot. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is not like a rare thing when it comes to Marvin Gaye's music, but I think like it is on. It feels like half the songs here,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I will say, unlike my studio headphones, it's not like it's kind of buried in the mix, so it doesn't matter. But like when I was listening to my earbuds at work, I'm like, damn, this is like right up to my ear. I do not like this. Um, yeah,
Yeah. It's like the intro to Untitled Unmastered.
exactly. I'm
Just
like,
throughout the entire album.
don't be doing that. Uh, it's fine if you do it for like one moment at the fade out of a track. Like I get it, it's fine, but it
Yeah.
shows up a lot here. The songs are so well played out and written and performed that like I don't need that extra bit of context. Like I understand what's happening.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is also a thing of the past. I don't think many people do this nowadays unless you're Mac Miller or Kendrick. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
True.
Um
Yeah.
I guess
I
the
mean,
only other hot take I have is this is probably my least favorite of the three I've heard of him, but like they're all
yeah.
fantastic, so I don't know if that's really saying much. I just think I go back to the other two more than I will go back to this one.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny you bring up the moaning. I actually didn't even notice that it was there until like 10 minutes before we started recording. And I was just like, okay, I would just want to like refresh
Hmm.
myself on like what all these tracks sound like so that I know specifically what tracks you're
Hmm.
talking about. And I was just like kind of skimming through them and I'm like, "Oh wait, there's moaning on this song." And then I kept flipping through. I'm like, "Oh, there's moaning on like
Yeah.
every single one of these songs." I don't know how I didn't notice it, but I was also listening to it on this here Bluetooth speaker,
Hmm.
so probably not the best way to experience it.
It's not like high in the
Um,
mix, but it's definitely there once you
no.
notice it.
Oh yeah, it is. And I think maybe listening to it on these headphones was like, "Oh, there it is."
Hmm.
So yeah, I did notice that, and I also agree. I don't think it will bother me as much because I probably won't remember that it's there
Hmm.
after this, which is fine. Um, but I don't know. I think my hot take is I think, and I don't know if this is, it's not even a hot take related to this album specifically, but I think that this album is more consistent than Let's Get It On, but
Okay.
Let's Get It On has higher peaks.
Hmm.
Where it's like there are some like fantastic like moments. Like honestly, the first five tracks of Let's Get It On are like perfect, and I think it kind of falls off towards the end. Like I really don't care for Just to Keep You Satisfied, and I know Distant Lover is like a big hit of
Hmm.
his, but I don't really like that song. So I think for me, if I'm listening to the entire album, I'm going with I Want You,
Okay.
but I I mean, Let's Get It On is probably the better album.
Hmm.
There's better songs on it. But yeah, I will say I don't like Midnight Love. That's the last album that I listened to. It's interesting and we kind of get little like snippets of it here, but it's interesting as his career went on, he like kind of started to de-emphasize his vocals and like really like played up the instrumentals,
Mm.
which I think is an odd choice for someone with, in my opinion, the best voice in history to de-emphasize that voice
Hmm.
and just kind of like do maybe some mild vocalizations over it. Where it's like Midnight Love, the one song that is like known from that is Sexual Healing, and that's the only song that sounds like that on that album. It's like an electro disco 80s album for the rest of it.
Hmm.
So it's just like it's just odd how all that went. But
Yeah, that's weird because I
yeah,
did hear like tiny moments of D'Angelo in this album too, and I'm like, oh, that's
yeah,
interesting. But that's probably
yeah.
because he was doing that, because
Oh,
that's
probably.
D'Angelo's entire thing was keep your voice kind of down a little bit and just ride the groove as
Yeah,
much as you can.
which I think it works better for
Yeah.
D'Angelo over Marvin Gaye for
Hmm.
sure. Because man, like I just think of like what's going on with all of those
Yeah.
harmonies and like just a strong vocal melody. It's like one of my favorite vocal performances of all time. Is just that entire album. It's phenomenal. So it's just a little bit odd that as he went, it just like, actually, I don't want to sing anymore. I'm like, what are you doing? So I guess that's kind of my hot take. I don't know. But yeah, is there anything else? What's the other category we got? Is there
I
another one?
think that's pretty much it. There's like a score category, but I don't know how much we do that really. It's good. I
Yeah,
like this album a
it's
lot.
good. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I feel like this is one that I like it is required listening. If
Yeah,
you're like getting into Marvin Gaye, I would say
it's an
those three
essential. Yep.
albums, like for sure you need to check them out. If you like those, then maybe branch out. You'll probably find something to enjoy, but his career is like so crazy and it covers so many different genres where it's
Hmm.
like the best stuff is those three albums, but then it's like kind of spotty. So I don't know. But I haven't listened to everything. Maybe there's more out there, but this is just what I like. I like some soul, and Marvin Gaye really scratches that itch for me. So,
Real. I've been listening to a lot of old stuff, so this fit right in with the rest of the stuff.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
good vibes.
Yeah, perfect winter album.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's
I
true.
don't know.
I don't think
It's
so.
probably like a
Um,
late summer night album, honestly. But
yeah, that's when I was listening to it, and it did
yeah,
hit very very well.
I'll, I'll come back to this in August and see how I'm
Very,
feeling.
yeah, I'm just like tomorrow, and well, this isn't really gonna date the episode, but
Maybe.
tomorrow the high is like -15,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine listening to this album and having that pair nicely.
Hmm. Which is why we're
Tomorrow's
doing it
gonna be
now.
that's right. Tomorrow's a C Rose day.
Ooh, yes, it is.
Slowcore
Zero's
folk.
release day.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Well, now you just dated the episode.
Hmm. That's fine.
That's fine. I don't even
Just
care
holding
anymore.
myself accountable.
Yeah. Well, I guess we come to the part of the show where we pick what's next.
I have a
What do you
game.
think?
I have a game
A game?
because I
What?
couldn't decide. I have a couple lined up.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I'm gonna give you 3 years, and you get to pick from the year.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I got one from 1985. I got one from
Okay.
1992, and I got one from 2001.
Oh, this is tough. Now, my gut instinct is to stay away from the 80s,
Hmm.
but I have a feeling you're not gonna put on like a Duran Duran record or
No,
something.
definitely not.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna go against my best
Okay.
instincts, and I'm gonna pick the 85.
Okay. Okay. This will be
What
interesting.
is it?
We're gonna do The Cure, The Head on the Door.
Oh, okay.
I listened to this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm
Hmm.
like, wow, The Cure is much more. I want to say there's a lot more variety in there than I thought. Going off of like the 1.5 albums I've heard, so this is kind of
Okay.
their '80s new wave, like left of center pop album. So I'm
Oh,
curious to see what you'll think about it compared to Disintegration, because that album is long and depressing and slow. This is
yes.
not. This is 37 minutes, and it's quirked out of
Oh,
its mind. So
oh, okay. I like the album cover.
so
Okay.
we'll see what you're thinking of that. But next time is The Cure, The Head on the Door.
Nice.
Going from
Yeah.
legendary musician to legendary musician, start the year before we have a
Yeah.
ton of new releases coming. So
Yeah. We'll
there's going to
probably be
be,
doing a lot of
yeah,
those.
we're going to have Mitski, Snail Mail. We might do Zeros. I don't know. We're both going to listen to it.
Maybe
So,
Zeros. There's also an Iron and Wine album coming out.
mm-hmm.
The singles are pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know. There's someone else. I feel like I'm missing someone.
Um, well, for me, I got By Storm, X Injury Reserve. That's end of the month. Um,
Oh, okay.
what else is coming? There's a lot coming.
Yeah, I feel like whatever.
Oh,
We'll figure it
Bruno,
out. Oh yeah,
if you
Bruno
care about
Mars.
that.
Uh,
I'm not a Bruno
uh,
album person, but we'll see.
we'll see. I don't think we'll do it.
Jermaine Cole, February 6th. Joji.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I don't listen to J. Cole.
February stacked.
I'm not smart enough.
I need to open a dictionary when I turn on Jermaine Cole.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of new stuff this year, looking just as stacked as last year, which I
Mm-hmm.
will definitely take.
Yes.
So, have that to look forward to.
Real. We also got podcasts down
We
there.
do. Yeah. We well, as a nice pairing to our hundred songs that we liked this year or whatever it was, we did top 5 movies and TV shows and games on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to know all that, but I guess our most recent regular episode was Total Recall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if our next episode will be out. It won't. It won't be out
No,
by the
probably not.
time
Although
this
I am
video
moving
comes
in
out.
between this, so there might be more delays.
Oh,
So they'll probably be out around the same
understood.
time.
Okay. Well, if it is out, check out our episode on Arrival. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we're going to be doing next.
If it's not, we're gonna
Very
pretend like you
excited.
didn't hear that as a secret.
It's a secret. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, look forward to that. But I also have another podcast with my dear mother where we talk about movies as well. What was our most recent episode was on oh geez, I watched it like 5 years ago. I don't remember what it was. I know our most recent uploaded is My Neighbor Totoro,
Okay.
but I don't remember what we recorded. But next time we're going to be doing The Station Agent, which is a Peter Dinklage flick,
Mm,
which I'm very excited for. So stay tuned. That'll be coming out soon. That's all the plugs I have.
me too.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is all I got.
that's unfortunate.
That's okay.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss.
That's it.
So that's it.
Yeah. Um,
Check your notes. Make sure.
I want you to go by.